Hello, welcome back to another writing vlog. Today is Monday, December 23rd, and there is a winter storm happening outside, so that's great. Today I have a lot to do. I need to clean the house. I would wrap presents, but I found out that we don't have any wrapping paper and can't really go anywhere outside, so guess we're not doing that. I'll just wait till tomorrow when I go to my parents' house. But I do want to write today. I am working on chapter 3, which is an Ariadne chapter. And it's kind of difficult because it's, the intro chapters to 2, so they're dealing with stuff that happened in book 1. So it's a lot of emotions to process. And Ari isn't very good at dealing with her emotions, so I have to find a balance of she's, feeling these emotions, but trying not to and all this stuff, and yeah, anyways. So I want to maybe start a newsletter today, have that go out after the holidays, talking about the January 28th signing. I want to maybe work on my website a little bit. I did put an events page up, and I have a couple of my other signings and appearances coming up. I want to try to get some TikToks filmed today, just to have some batch filming done. I also want to work on maybe scheduling out some of the pay it forward hour posts today, since there's really nothing else to do. So we're gonna have a little behind the scenes of author day in the life. So we're gonna write and do some admin stuff and some marketing stuff. I talked to people this morning about things. I can't really go into what, but legal stuff. Talked about that, and I don't know, I think I might do some research on Ireland and some herbs, just to have a little bit of that info in my brain. I do know I really need to start looking up druids and stuff. My druids aren't going to be historically accurate. They're a fantasy druid. They're my druids, so I'm taking little bits and pieces from historical stuff, because my book isn't supposed to be historically accurate. It's just a fantasy world. So yeah, so that's my catch up. All right, so it's about 11:45 right now. I want to try to get chapter 3 done first. That is my first goal. So let's put on some ambiance. I think the ambiance I'm gonna have is maybe just some castle sounds, since it's taking place in the castle and there's a meeting and all this intrigue kind of stuff and talking with other characters and just kind of that kind of things. I'm trying not to spoil anything, especially because it's book 2. So yeah, so I think what I'm going to do is I usually try to have an ambient sound going on of something similar in the chapter. So if it's a feast, I will have a medieval feast ambiance. If it's in the woods, I'll have creepy forest sounds. I don't know, things like that. So if it's a fight scene, I'll probably have some intense music. Tournament scenes, I don't really put ambiance on, because ambiance helps me with descriptions and kind of hearing and feeling what the characters are. Because when you do descriptions, you want the senses. What are the characters seeing? What are they feeling? What are they smelling? Things like that. So the tournament scenes are pretty easy for me, since I've worked jousts at Renaissance fairs, so I have kind of lived a tournament scene. I know what a joust list smells like. I can hear the crowd in my head, so that's tournament scenes and stuff. I don't really need an ambiance for that. I might put on something, but anyways, that's a ramble. Let's get to work. Okay, let's get to work. Okay, so it's like 20 after 3 and I haven't gotten much writing done because when I clicked off earlier, I had every intention to write. Sorry, it's dark in my house. And Atticus lost all my progress. So I was very upset, and that made me so upset I couldn't really write, so I did some cleaning and some laundry and some house chores. So we have power. I'm just trying not to use a lot of power. I've got my puppies all cuddled up. Daenerys has a sweater on because she is always cold. Her fur is very short. And then her Scooby, who, since he's part shepherd, his fur is pretty thick. But even he's a little cold under his little blanket. You can't see him, but anyways, trying to conserve some power. I've got windows and doors blocked off. Not all the doors, but covered. I mean, not blocked off, covered. Here we go, let there be light. So I'm going to calm myself down. Hopefully Atticus has recovered. My, oh, it's cold up here. My work. And I'm going to try to get some, I did do some TikToks. I didn't batch film any. I probably won't. Maybe I'll do that Monday. I don't know. We'll see. I did find some wrapping paper in my husband's closet, so I am going to get some stuff done. My husband and I exchanged gifts, and I got this pretty dragon ring with twin dragons on it and a Celtic triquetra. I'm out of breath because I'm mad. Also, I'm out of shape. But I do have a couple books to read. I brought home The American Roommate Experiment and Angelica Frankenstein Makes Her Match. I've got Skyward downstairs by Brandon Sanderson, as well as Blade Breaker by Victoria Aveyard. So I'm good for books this weekend. Now I want to write up a draft of a newsletter and finish chapter 3. If I can finish chapter 3 today, I will call that a win. I have a big problem with getting distracted, especially now that I'm back to work. It's hard for me to work at my home office because I'm so distracted by stuff at the house that's not done. My home office. Yeah, I mean, I do have a home, I mean, whatever, I do have a home office. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so I have a problem always wanting to check social media, and I need to stop. I know I do. And I need to stop being so distracted. I cannot procrastinate on writing this time around. So let's get to work. So writing has not happened today. It is 6:15 and my dad just left because we had to fix the furnace because it wasn't kicking on. So that was fun. My dogs do not like the cold, and poor Scooby, his paws were like frozen. He was trying to go and it was taking a minute. And then he started crying because his paws hurt. And I felt bad. So it's just been a day of like little things. And I tried to write and it just hasn't been happening. So I think I'm going to call it a day and try to get back to it maybe tomorrow morning. I just have dinner at my parents'. And then Monday, I plan to write. I know Christmas is going to be nuts because we're going to go to my parents and then the in-laws. And so, yeah, we're going to call it a day for Christmas Eve.
Oh, they're going to the cross. This is a deer cross. And she's like, hey, Mama, are you coming? Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Those are the ones that hang out in my side yard.
Yeah.
Look how cute you are! Look how cute you are! Look at the other one! George and your jammers! Hi!
Oh, son of a bitch.
Santa's limping.
Drives a Jeep.
Santa's limping.
It's the microwave.
Yeah, we're done.
Alright, good morning. It is, I don't know, it's like 9:30 on Monday, the day after Christmas. I have a lot of stuff to do today. I go back to work tomorrow. Goodness. What do I have to do? Just so much. I have to clean. Really, the biggest thing is I have to clean the house. And I have some books to ship out. Quite a few books to ship out. Oh, this is the black tea. Be careful with fire, people. Black teakwood from Bath and Body Works. I got it on sale. It smells so good. I like my candles to kind of smell like cologne. My office is a mess. My house is a mess. My house just kind of exploded. So I want to try to get some author admin stuff done first. Again, I need to ship out some books. Quite a few books. I think I have like 5 books to ship out today. And then, no, today's Monday. Yeah, today's Monday. So I'm going to write it down. What else do I have to do? Hang on. Really just clean and prep for work this week. I want to make some lunches for the week, some meal prep. I have to get back on my food prep. I've been having way too much like processed and fast food, and I'm starting to regret it because I have IBS, so like I need to be careful what I eat. Not that you care, whatever, it's fine. I do want to get chapter 3 done today. I'm still working on chapter 3. Of course I didn't write Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Who's gonna? Oh, it's not 9:30. It's only like 9:15. Jesus, my hair's a mess. I'm sorry. You don't care. What else? I don't know. That's pretty much it. Clean, prep for the week, and finally work on chapter 3. So everybody else is still sleeping, and by everybody else I just mean Tim and the kid. So I want to try to get some. I can hear the other dog. Scooby's in here with me. I'll have to get the Ordinaries, but I want to get some stuff done before they wake up, and we're cleaning and things like that. So let's get started. What are you two doing, huh? Hello. Hi, Daenerys. I don't want your butt. People don't want to see your butt. They want to see your face. To see the puppy's face. Just your Scooby-Doo. There's Scooby-Doo. Daenerys, get out of there. Daenerys, you pretty girl. Is you my pretty girl? Hello, puppies. Hello, puppies. Alright, chapter 3 is done. It's pretty bare bones, so it's pretty short, but the important information is there. Chapter 4, I think, is going to have to be a complete rewrite. I have 23 chapters done. I don't remember if I explained it in this vlog, but I messed up the timeline pretty bad, so I have to go back and fix it. Because if I don't fix it now, it's going to make bigger problems later. So, yeah, I think chapter 4 is going to have to be a complete rewrite. Although, I can use this chapter later, so at least I don't have to delete the chapter. So, that'll be nice. I can still use it. I just kind of have to figure out where. With a lot of these POVs, sometimes you have to figure out in which order you want them to go. So I'm gonna have to figure that out later. But chapter 4 is for another day, probably later today. I'm gonna go get some cleaning done. Okay, so I did get a Patreon post up. I am gonna have to rewrite chapter 4, most definitely. So I actually did some read through of a very old draft that I have when Mira was still a POV character from book 1. So I'm going to go through some of those and see what I can incorporate. I already know there's one scene that's really, really fun. Fun in like an evil way, that I think I want to incorporate into book 2, because I think I can make it fit. And my friend Bree will be really excited about that. So it's the box. She will know what I mean. So yeah, I think I'm going to try to do some late night writing tonight, because I don't have to go into work until 12, and the kid doesn't have school, so we don't have an early morning tomorrow. So think some nice cozy candlelit writing is in order for tonight after dinner. It is very dark in here, but it is very cozy. I have candlelight going and my fairy lights over there. So it's gonna be a nice night. It's a little after 8 o'clock at night, and I need to figure out a good chapter to introduce Mira's POV. So what I think I'm going to do, because she used to be a point of view character in the first book, I think I'm going to go back to that draft, the latest draft, where she was the POV character, and just kind of read through her chapters. But I also think what I need to do, so chapter 3 was Ari, and I think I might need to have a transition into Mira instead of just like a hard end to Ari's chapter and then randomly into Mira's. I do like the chapter 4 that I have. It's really cool. It's very magic heavy for Mira, which her chapters are going to be because she's a mage. But I think it's too much of a harsh scene, like break between the scenes, if that makes sense. Like to go from what's happening with Ari in chapter 3 to what's happening with Mira in chapter 4, it's like, what's going on? So yeah, I want to keep this chapter. I'm going to keep this chapter, but I think I'm going to have it happen later on. What is the next Ari chapter? Not what I want it to be. A few chapters in here that I think I'm just going to have to get rid of eventually. But yeah, I think I'm going to have to make chapter 3 a little longer. So I'm not actually done with it as I thought I was. That's okay though. It's whatever. I don't even know. I don't even like this chapter, honestly. Ugh, I don't know. I hate drafting, you guys. Like I really do. Like a lot of people love more often than not. A writer, I've seen more people who love drafting than editing. I actually like editing more than I like drafting. Like I hate drafting. I'm just so bad at it. And I have an outline. I'm kind of like a plotzer mixed between a pantser and a plotter. I have a vague outline, but I don't know. I don't know. This is hard. This is hard. I've been rambling for 3 minutes, so let's just work. Okay, let's just work. It is now 9:04. I had a very cozy writing night. I had a very successful writing night. Even if I didn't work on the chapters I wanted to, I actually ended up going back to Annwell's chapter, which is like one of the, chapter 2. And I wrote more onto it, and I feel really, really good about it. There's some character development with some minor characters from book 1 and things like that. Just some interactions that I really, really like. So that's good. I feel good about it. And I just need to think a little bit more on Mira's chapter. So thank you guys for watching, even though this wasn't a vlog where a lot of writing happened. Sometimes writing is just thinking and brainstorming, and a lot of that did happen through the holidays. So thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, and all that. And a big thank you to my patrons for supporting me. I have to shout out my patrons, and that is Dan, Booney, Kellen, Mad Marie, Eric, Asenza, Leslie, Catherine, David, Ali, Robert, LJ, and Sam. Thank you guys so much for all of your support, and I hope you like the deleted scenes and stuff I post, and more will be coming soon. And I'll see you in the next vlog. Bye!